It's your GeForce NOW Thursday update for October 2nd, 2025. GeForce NOW is adding 17 new games this month, headlined by the Day 1 launch of Battlefield 6. Here's what you need to know. First, 6 games are available to play starting today: Train Sim World 6, Alien Rogue Incursion Evolved Edition, Car Dealer Simulator, Nightingale, Ready or Not, and StarCraft X. Now, if you happen to be looking forward to Call of Duty Black Ops 7, you'll be happy to know that the early open beta will be available on GeForce NOW, and you can jump in starting October 5th to the 8th. Better yet, you can get early access starting October 2nd by pre-ordering the game. Really happy to confirm that here. On the hardware front, RTX 5080 class server upgrades are now live in Miami and Warsaw, with Portland and Ashburn to follow. And to match that, Inzoi and Total War Warhammer 3 are now officially RTX 5080 certified. The full list of games coming to the cloud in October include the following: King of Meat, Seafarer the Ship Sim, Little Nightmares 3, Battlefield 6, Ball X Pit, Fellowship, Jurassic World Evolution 3, Painkiller, Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2, Tormented Souls 2, Super Fantasy Kingdom, Earth vs. Mars, and Ark Raiders. A pretty diverse lineup indeed. That pretty much wraps up the major headlines for this week. Let me know what you think of providing all this news as concise as possible right at the start of the video. But for those of you who want more in-depth discussion on what's going on and my personal thoughts, worry not, let's get to it right now. And let me begin by just saying I think October is incredibly stacked. Between Battlefield 6 and Ark Raiders, there's going to be some noise made this month, and I'm really happy to see both of those titles available on the cloud like that. For the first time in a long time, Battlefield is back, and it seems to be getting some positive praise on the multiplayer side of things by everyone who's played it. It also happens to be coming in at a time where a lot of people's adoration for COD seems to be wavering. I know myself and a lot of people out there are really waiting for this game to launch, and I cannot wait to check it out on the cloud, especially with that 5080 upgrade. But best of all, we don't have to really be picking between Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty, since now we're assured to be getting both, and that's pretty hype. Ark Raiders also deserves a very special mention here. That game has made some massive waves within the survival community, and I really think it might be the next big thing there. In terms of extraction shooters, it's definitely provided my favorite experience so far, and I cannot wait to dive back into that world. It's unique, it looks beautiful, the sound design is absolutely amazing, and it's made by Embark, who's easily made one of my favorite shooters of all time with the finals. I seriously have nothing but praise to say about Embark, and they deserve any sort of success that comes their way. But heavy hitters aside, I think there's a lot of great smaller titles that are worth mentioning as well. The two that come to mind are Little Nightmares 3 and Ball X Pit, both of which I have high expectations for. I think Nvidia's done a fantastic job at curating a very good variety of games this month, along with making sure that the big titles that are releasing this month are covered. Notable games that I would love to see that are missing here are Digimon Storytime Stranger, Ninja Gaiden 4, Once Upon a Katamari, and The Outer Worlds 2. But truthfully speaking, I think 2 of those games will land on GFN, being Ninja Gaiden 4 and The Outer Worlds 2, as they are a part of Game Pass. But to be very clear, don't get your hopes up, that's my own speculation and guesswork with no insider info on that. That said, GFN does add more games each and every week that aren't on the official list at the beginning of the month, so keep your fingers crossed. Another indie hit that comes to mind that is releasing this month that I would love to see is Dispatch, but I guess we'll see how all that plays out. Overall though, I gotta say I'm pretty content and happy with the amount of games this month and the titles that have been chosen. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you approve, disapprove, wanting something more? Then be sure to let me know and I'll pass the word along. Anyways, that wraps up this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, want more like it, subscribe to not miss out. Do leave some feedback on what you think of this news video. I tried to put all the news front and center and keep it quick, concise for those who want the news breakdown, while having a more casual, opinionated, and discussion topic near the end. I actually kind of like doing it this way because it gives me time to just break down my thoughts and let you know what I think, while also providing the news quickly and concisely for those of you who really seek it. Regardless, I appreciate all your feedback and your support by watching this video. Join the Discord if you haven't already. I plan on doing some things in the near future. And as always, this has been Steven from Anytime Anywhere Gaming, wishing you a great day, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.